So, big news today on the Giro. G has abandoned the Giro. I have found a piece actually on Dave Brailsford actually being interviewed about it. So we'll just play this for a second and see why he's
of course, but we see that
retired.
All the time. We never want to ask you about people leaving the Giro. Tell us first of all how G is to start with.
Well, he's disappointed. Obviously, he came here with high hope, big ambition, and rightly so. You know, he got himself in fantastic shape. He'd worked really hard towards it. He'd managed himself really well for the first 10 stages, and then of course, you know, a bit of a freak accident, and that's that. So he's disappointed, and injury-wise, he dislocated. You know, when he fell, his shoulder popped up back in. That seemed to be okay, and he actually crashed earlier in the day on the day he crashed with the motorbike, and he's hurt his knee. So I think the time trial effort, being a single position, you know, same position, is not really moving that much. You know, shorter duration. He obviously did a fantastic ride there and showed the kind of condition that he's in. But when it came back to the longer road stage, in and out of the saddle, you know, up and down, climbing, and then yesterday he just couldn't, he just couldn't hold on in the final there yesterday, and he was in a lot of pain all through the stage. So I guess it's a pretty straightforward decision really, in terms of, you know, knees are delicate things, and what we don't want is for him to lose, you know, weeks or months, because you just try and grind it out and make it, you know, exacerbate it or make it a lot worse. So back home, get it fully assessed, get it treated, and push on.
So there we go. I didn't realise that stage, on stage 9, that he actually crashed earlier in the day as well, which is incredible to think that he crashed, he got back on it, he'd already chased back on, but obviously the teams weren't pushing as hard as they were at the end when the second crash happened. It is a real shame that he has left the tour. I still reckon if, say, he's had a knee injury, then obviously from crash and the time trial and everything hasn't helped that situation for him, and he's obviously not feeling good. So as Brailsford said, the right decision for him not to be in there then. It's a real shame, because he was, in my opinion, the form of his life. Could easily have been on the podium, even with that death after the time trial, the second time trial. So he could have got back even more time. I reckon he would have still been close, if not on the podium by the end, with the form he had. Real shame, but got to move on. I don't know what Team Sky are going to aim for now. Obviously, I'm guessing stages, because I don't think they've got anyone that high up in the GC. So my prediction of them leaving isn't that far off. It's not exactly the same, but their main GC competitors gone. So the UK, we've only got Adam Yates now to look forward to, trying to hopefully bring him back up into the white jersey, which fingers crossed he can do. He is quite far down now, but let's see what we can get with it, racing, isn't it? So hopefully G's going to be all good. We'll see him soon again. Catch you later, and subscribe. Cheers.